Welcome to back to IBS. I'm your host Yashika Sana. Today I'm joined by an IBS alum who spent years at the intersection of strategy, consulting and transformation, helping businesses not just think big but execute smart. From driving changes in the boardroom to inspiring teams on the ground, his journey is a masterclass in modern leadership. Please welcome Mr. Sanchit Ahluwalia. Sir, it's such a pleasure to have you here. Before we dive into any deep question, let's keep it light. If your leadership journey was a Netflix series, what name or title will you like to give?
Money Heist.
I love that. And speaking of buzzword that belongs in Netflix thrillers, let's dive into a segment we call Word on the Floor. There are gonna be words we hear in every corporate situation, but they also mean something different when you are living them. So, sir, I'll give you a word and you can give us a story behind it, not the definition, but the moment when it truly meant something to you. So, let's begin. The first word is agility. When is a time you saw it in action or saw it go missing when it was needed most?
So I've seen it more in action. My current organization, Vivo, it's a smartphone company. Agility is pretty much the name of the business because every 6 months we launch a new product because the consumer need states kind of differentiate every 6 months. The modernization is something that is essential, and I live in an organization which is fairly agile. So it is not a buzzword for me, but it is more of a practice scenario for me.
Yes, sir. So next up we have micromanagement. A word that no one wants on their 360 review. But sometimes even the best of us find ourselves too close to the details. So, sir, what's your micromanagement moment or the time you help someone step back from it?
I don't think I need to ask anybody to step back from it. I don't think micromanagement is a bad word. Honestly, delegation is important, of course, but sometimes, attention lies in the detail. The devil lies in the detail. So, of course, it is important that there are situations when one needs to micromanage and there are situations when one needs to let go. The right balance is what one seeks as a people manager, in a leadership role especially. It is important that one understands when to do what. That's the skill set that experience teaches you and not academia.
Okay, sir. So the next word is ownership. That moment when someone surprised you, not because they were told to do something, but because they stepped up and just owned it. When did this happen to you, sir?
Many times. Honestly, I've been blessed with great working colleagues. I've been blessed with great team members. I've been blessed with great bosses. They have exhibited ownership to a point of passion, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't think there have been situations when, and this is necessary as I would like to believe, that people should absolutely own what they do, and if they don't, they're just whiling their time away. I, for one, like to believe that it is an essential trait. And thankfully, I haven't seen anybody who hasn't been taking ownership of what they do. So I wouldn't know otherwise.
So the next word that we have is culture. When did you feel a company's culture show up or fall apart?
Uh, See, culture is a fairly deep-rooted thing right now in the current scenario of business. Especially again, I'm sorry, I'll have to go back to Vivo. The culture of the company is what differentiates it, especially in the mobile telephony category. You pick up any phone, it's almost the same spec-wise. It is the culture and the way that the company operates that differentiates and creates points of success. And at this point in time, and not reducing any of the organizations that I've worked in the past, culture is something that has differentiated Vivo. And I am absolutely blessed to be seeing it from very close quarters. I'm in the first line seating at this point in time, and I absolutely endorse it. So the oldest saying, culture eats strategy for the breakfast. I think it's probably the truest statement that I've heard. I have seen great strategies go to dogs, especially because of the culture of the organization. Not naming, but I've seen a lot of this happen over a period of time, and a lot of this does exhibit itself in due course.
Okay, moving up, we have the word trust. Not KPI but measured, just earned. What's a moment when trust made everything click or nearly broke something when it wasn't there?
As I said in the earlier question that we asked about micromanagement and needing to let go in delegation, uh, trust is the buzzword there. Also, I mean, all of you guys are not there as yet, but I'm sure some of you would be in relationships and partnered up on something like that. Trust is the core essence there. Like I can trust my wife blindly. And that's how I operate. I'm sitting here because I trust my wife to handle the things at home, back home. So I do have that, and I mean, your peace of mind eventually goes back to the trust that you have on your partner or spouse. And similarly, if you were to put it into business scenarios, of course, the amount of work that one can endure and the amount of ownership and initiative that one can take depends entirely on the trust that the team can have within themselves. And that's again a subset of ownership. Sometimes it is a subset of the initial micromanagement that you gain trust over a period of time. So you can't really look at it in isolation. A lot of it goes together. More often than not, one can't really see when to trust, when not to trust, but it is something that is a gumption call, which is, as you said rightly, it is earned, but the earning of it is something which is very covert. You don't really see it exhibited overtly. And once you put it to test, and then it becomes a fair reality. Sometimes it is a gumption call. One just trusts the instincts and goes for it. And that also has happened. One does trust the instincts. And when you see success or failure, either ways, you wisen up. And that's the honest bit about trust. More often than not, one has to rely on it. One has to work with it, and that's about it.
So, the last word of the day is transformation. You have led them, consulted on them, probably lost sleep over a few. When did transformation stop being a project and start becoming real?
I think transformation is something which is an inherent quality every person has or does not have. It's no other way. One does keep transforming, one does keep evolving. That's a necessary evil. That's the way of life. But transformation depends on how you're reading it. Also, the fact that am I changing myself miraculously for a 180 degree or a 360 degree? Am I going absolutely buzz out on that? One doesn't really know. But essentially, I think transformation is something which is a coveted quality. I am an IBS alum, but I am also an ISB alum. I did transform my journey because at a certain point in time, I did feel that, hey, my skill set is becoming a bit redundant. I need to train up. I went to upskill myself. I would like to believe that I've transformed my journey, or I've at least transformed my mindset. And these are very personal interventions that a person goes through, and one does it over a period of time, of course. But coming back to when it has stopped becoming a project, I think it never was a project. I've never been in a situation where it was a project. I've led projects where I had to define something from a turnkey point of view, or I got a legacy to handle. Transformation in legacy is fairly slow, very subtle, almost invisible, but it is harder fought. In turnkey projects, it's simpler because you have nothing to benchmark it against. And it's very simple for me to say that, hey, I've transformed something because it didn't exist. So, of course, nobody has a comparative metrics. It's easier said than done. But mostly, transformation will be happening somewhere where you don't even realize it is happening. It's the smallest of the thing. Quoting back from one of the books that I've read in the past is The Atomic Habits. All you need to do is just 1% incremental change on a daily basis, and a larger group all of a sudden changes. I like to believe that that is something that one does. I just need to do one little thing a little better than what I was doing yesterday. I don't know how many of you would be in fitness, but that's what some of my friends tell me. That it's just that one extra push-up that you put up every day that helps you becoming fitter. That's the logic.
Thank you so much, sir, for not just unpacking those words, but for anchoring them in reality. It's rare to hear strategy and leadership talk about with such honesty and clarity. Conversation like this reminds us that behind every corporate team, there's a person, a decision, and a moment that shaped it.